Silent Yorkie here, voice of the mountains, whisperer in the ears with the leisures of Cho'nyi, secret power behind the throne, taking you back to Crusader Kings III and our Tibetan run. Ananira, our second queen, high chiefess, is still in power, but he's 49. There is the rather sickly Griselda. We'll have to see what happens. In the meantime, who, which we would like to capture, is rather too powerful for us. If you look, they have vastly more people they can call on. Nima, currently at war with... Oh, they're just capturing one chieftain. In there. And who is it? Nakwi. There, where are they being attacked? Please. Even Kung Song of Naku, who is one of my people. Alright. If you're going to conquer them, well, so be it, I suppose. Whipping away my daughter, Nelnesna, seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He sneaked out. That's not good. Early, and was not seen for the entire rest of the evening. Better things to do those instead. At long last I am finally home. There is nothing better than arriving back in Zuluma after such a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onwards. My caravan master, Nogi, reports that we have journeyed for 143 days and traversed 11 baronies. My cultural ambassador has a chance to spread acceptance of some. Good. We could go on a grand tour, but no. Not right now. Do you need to bring anyone to heal? Night to visit. I am poring over documents at my desk at night when I see an adorable little girl running back and forth in my room. Upon seeing each other, we both stare in confusion, so I ask her who she is. She say why she's here. I'm cold and hungry, she mumbles shyly. Feeling sorry for her, I point to some food I'd left on my table. I want to eat some. You, she squeaks. I'm suddenly awake, realizing I must have dozed off while reading and that the little girl must have been from a dream. I go to finish the rest of my food, but contrary to what I remember, none of my meal is left, save for a few crumbs. The next morning, when I ask her about it, I learn the appearance matched one of my guard's daughters, who passed away from illness a few days ago. I believe she may have been possessed by a ghost. The guard, a devout Ikarpe Bompo believer, tells me that he is certain I helped his child's soul pass into the afterlife. Thanks me. Well, Melly, she did well. She was a polite child, fine child. She's surely at peace in Samiro now, thanks to you, Melly. 19 days there. There is just this one to change now. 10 years. I don't think you're going to get it, but keep working. What else do we have here? Solemn clarity. While walking near my residence, I spotted something on the ground by a patch of grass. To my surprise, I found a rat lying on its side. It was not fearful, is it? A bit, as I realised it was dying. Its eyes gazed at me with a look full of solemn clarity. In a way one did not expect from such a creature. Almost as if it was telling me something, then it stopped moving and passed away. It seems it moved you, my queen. Why not cover its body with leaves as a sign of respect? That night I dreamt I was standing in front of an old woman I never met before. Despite her age, she carried herself with grace. Curtsy. Thank you for your kind gesture earlier today, she said. Most would have ignored me as I lay dying. Whatever your intentions, your noble deeds bring me peace in the afterlife. I can move on. When I woke, I was confused. 1 year's diplomacy, intrigue, and piety gained up. Not on my liege. He may expect one, he's not getting one, and he likes us, so we're fine. Even can marry. I don't wish her to right now, honestly. Task finished. Increased control. Are there any others? Yes. That has 4 years left. You're 47. My liege. 49. Marshal and Press's vassal. Learning perk available. Oh. Your hands. Let's have a long life, shall we? If we do, we may be able to capture you. Conversation over cakes. My entourage and I are strolling back from a short foray into Kozaluma when we unexpectedly run across my Chancellor, Chief Thetadar, and his retinue skulking around my capital on unannounced business. Caught by surprise. Few moments of uncomfortable silence passed before Thetadar's eyes settled on something behind me. And my liege, perhaps you would join me in forgetting this over some invigorating herbal infusions and hashish-suffused cakes. I'm afraid I have places to be, so no. Maybe she is not taken with medication of that form. Ritual forms, yes, and perhaps. Grand Sword be 3 or 5. Ornament cannot be done for 7 years. Grand Wedding. Cannot do that. A feast we could do. Or a hunt. Or a pilgrimage. And I think we will hold for now. Arrange betrothal. For the High Chief Despananir of Cho'nyi, your permission, I would like to betroth your daughter, Detective Nel Nesna. Whoa! I didn't agree, and it disappeared. That would be matrilineal. He's aging, my daughter. Where is your... Where is it? Some distance away. He already has an heir, which is a problem, unfortunately. He doesn't. A garage. But he's not the liege of it, is he? He's not even the heir. You already have an heir, rather. But we'll hold off for now. It sees at 61%. There's no need to worry about him. Remembering birthdays past. As I turn another year older today, I'm reminded of the splendid birthday party my friends Nang and Griselda arranged for me several years ago. How joyous it was to feel the kindness and warmth of friendship made so evident. Yang Nang has since passed, and I mourn the loss of such a great friend who was by my side through thick and thin, never failing to bring a smile to my face in times of sadness. I remember it as though it were yesterday. We feasted and danced, and they even presented me with a wonderful gift. I think I still have my marble statue of Gerard lying around. Remember them fondly, my liege. Remember him fondly. He was a good friend. The faction has been disbanded. Good. See how this battle is going. At this point, it's almost won. At which point we could see about attacking. Scheme at court, my spy masters come to me with great news. I do not yet know who. My plan to kill Let's Sen. Theoretically, we must stop them, but don't put too much effort into it. 12 months there. And everyone is of our faith now, so that's good. Fully converted. About another man-at-arms squadron. But that's not. Alright, I guess the sway is done. Can we befriend? Not. I can peek. What in the world was my daughter Lesnar doing in that wardrobe behind the servants' quarters? Playing hide and seek, she claims. It looks like a ghost, shaking eyes, wide open, staring at walls. Oh no, I know what's happened. She must have seen two of the scalders looking a rooster together. The poor girl looks shocked. Would not be surprised if she will find intimacy difficult when she grows up. Based on lust. And as the keeps chased, all becomes lustful. No, my child. Not being intimate, more intimate than necessary, will serve you well. I think that's mostly in keeping with my lady herself. Shy as she is and calm. Now benefits from tutelage, good. Gift for the hustle and bustle is palpable among the travellers. Travelling merchant stalls, the temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters, and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively radiant and would make a lovely gift. When I walk by one of the merchants peddling jewellery, I hesitate and lean in for a closer look. I think the gift of my company should set them up. Your company should set them up fine, my liege. I wouldn't worry about that. Power of sacred stories. Curates Melipia Davy often quotes passages from the sacred stories about the holy virtues. I should prove I have paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements her personality. Memorize a section on compassion, vindictiveness, or serenity. She is brave, chaste, deceitful. Brave and deceitful could be vindictive. What else do we have? Or it doesn't say which is going to be, of course. Compassion, serenity. I don't see deceitful as lending compassion for serenity. Gained 100. She was pleased with it, but not overly pleased. Through the valleys. When I fell asleep and travelled to the land of dreams, I found myself on a vast hill of the greenest grass, overlooking a great lake surrounding a mighty city. Below the hill was an ancient marble shrine, and out behind me was a small cottage beside a forest, where birds whistled and trees whispered comfort in my ear. I rested for a while before I decided to... What did you do, my liege? Tell me of the stream. Why, you explored the forest? Intriguing. Why don't you hold a feast, my liege? I think you would like that. Let's have it in the land of Kozaloma. An honorary guest. Let's join us if you will. And perhaps you two can become friends. The servant ran across the hall, bringing the final decorations. One of the guests had yet to arrive, and I indulged myself with delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some fresh quail already. I can't find Chief Fetsadar anywhere yet. I can't wait for him to arrive, so I plan to befriend him and finally start. Indeed, my liege, let's hope he is soon. Every time we have effects. A feast, cheery gathering. The guests are gathered in the great hall. Lords and ladies from near and far reach us the realm. One of my favourite things is to watch people get intoxicated and hear them talk a lot more than they should. The mood is bright. Spirits are high and the feast begins. Feast starts. A girl with a history. That's long ago. Welcome, friends. My spy master's come to me with a discovery. He is certain that my vassal is scheming against my courtier. Well, I'm not going to accuse him. Well, actually, I've been one way to dispose of him. Oh, that's Kitty. Well, Kitty, I tried to befriend you, I tried to be good with you, but you are a murderer, or a wood murderer. You can go to jail. My liege is not going to allow that in her court. Please do the pretend. It is such a joy to see my friend Malavieti. Once again we eat, drink and sing together, as if no time has passed since we last parted. We could have been dining in a barn, and this would have still been one of the greatest feasts I've ever been to. What would life be without Malavieti? Good soldiers! The current generation of young men from Garkon have won fame for their bravery and strength while serving in my armies and garrisons, defending local against bandits. Good to hear, my liege, good to hear. Bring much honour to their families, and to you, my liege. These disaster strikes. My lady, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel, it has gone bad. It has all gone bad. Well then, buy more. You enjoy, my liege, you enjoy seeing people intoxicated, you must buy more. My table breaks. The great table seating the upper nobility on the dais gave a loud crack, and a moment later it gave in under the weight of food and gilded decoration. As my most distinguished guest and I had to be fitted in among lower nobility, I ended up close to my chancellor, Chief Executive. Good. These high nobles mingled with the lessers. Words of both friendship and enmity were exchanged among people who rarely associate. Letador and I ended up talking all evening and agreed it should not be the last time we feasted and laughed in each other's company. Great night. He is now your friend. Feast in my house. I did everything I could, ensuring that tungsten and blacksmithing would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close enough to the brawl me. They ordered to intervene. Oh, then you're a courtier and nothing more. And I've just saved your life and you're causing problems. What should be both as courtiers? I thought unlined with courtier. Greedy and shy. Well, you share more in common with Tungsten, my liege, and you have to put time in. I just regale you with Bible sexual elder history. You gained something from it, but don't let me out. You put time into him already. Maybe you should have let him be murdered. No, I didn't say that, my liege. I know you would object. Your friendship. As my guests leave, they seem to depart in good spirits. I am also relieved to see that Nigon does not part without saying farewell. We both know we'll be seeing each other again. What a man. A toast to the feast is starting to draw to a close. And my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention. Chief and Fetidar, our esteemed guest of honour. Traditionally, a complimentary toast and a deep drink of spiced wine does the trick. And again, all Fetidar did was turn up. Peace was my idea. Paid for everything and I hosted everyone. You are prone to blowing your own trumpet, I think. So, yes. Yes, although it may upset Petsadar a little, why don't you blow your own trumpet here? The celebration's end. Few candles are survived the last of guests is left. I hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief as the doors close. The food is still warm on the ceramic plates. Soon word will reach every corner of the realm. And every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With all my guests leaving my castle, the entire contents of my vast pantry in their bellies, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I am still grateful that the endeavour is over for now. Well done, my liege. The art of merrymaking. Wine, ale, and fine food, what better relief from the troubles of the world is there than a night of revelry? As each feast ends, I find myself planning the next. Yes, I'm sure you do, my liege, but you have other pursuits might I caution you. Feast has ended. Any non-courtly last attendant gains 15... Feast. And you have another perk available. My liege, may I compliment you on your skills? How is this going? No winning. How would you fare? He's a vassal. Sandro could step down. Leaving you to take place there. Or leaving you to take place there. Or to the sensible High Chief Banner of Cho'nyi, I've been corresponding with your Chancellor, Chief Nezedan, and I must say that I have come to see you in a new light. The Chancellor is doing beautifully. Perhaps you're even someone that I would one day before. I don't think you will with the thoughts that are on my liege's mind. I think you're going to be very upset. Unfortunately for you. For a troubling translation. I step over the threshold of my friend Malafia Davies' office. I find her bent deeply over a book. The translation of Hippocrates is atrocious, she says with a sigh. If I were to follow these instructions, I'm as likely to cure my patients as I am to kill them outright. Well, let me have a look then. Increased her learning by 2. Well done. Meanwhile, what's this? Yes, we like her to concubine. Meanwhile, you don't like us anyway, whatever you may be trying to say. So, consider us at war. Raise all our armies. We're being raided. Raiding doesn't bother me right now. I have other things going on. The road! Oh, we've got a valuable hostage, which will allow us to end the war immediately. Alarming news from Kozaloma. A small group of bandits have been going around posing as my soldiers to take people's money and possessions. The odd thing is, they don't use the usual crude intimidation methods one would expect from a typical bandit. Instead, they pretend to be agents, sent on important missions to secure peace in the region, but need aid from locals. Targeting the elderly, gullible, and moronic, they con them of their wealth without much coercion. Their operations went undetected for some time precisely because they did not usually physically harm others, and some of their victims were too embarrassed to admit to what happened. Well, brute or not, they're still criminals. Arrest them. Enforced him. Peace be with you, you're much greater bold than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Yes, you will. And so Cho'nyi grows. Now, decision's decision. Found a new kingdom. If only we were illustrious. And you are getting them, and you should just need to survive long enough. Just need to survive long enough, my liege. You can compo. Firstly, Sandro, you are going to be replaced by Paula. And then you're going to be replaced by Gompo. Wait. Oh, you're not. My mistake. You're going to stay as is. Gompo. Who do we have in jail? Prisoner. Kitsy. You need to strip you of your... I can't. Oh, you're going to die in jail, aren't you? You have nothing to me, Denka. You would be a good marshal, I think. You landed. Why is my daughter in prison? Intrigue? He would be better in Brazil, that. Who for one thing is a leper. People would lose 10 opinion, but that's all. And you'd lose your dread quickly. But you would lose one level of devotion. I see nothing good in the prison right now. But Cho'nyi has grown. My liege, if you can get up to the next level, you can be a queen. Now Nesla comes of age, even as a child. Now Nesla always had a way with words. Therefore unsurprising that she has taken well to the study of diplomatic relations. With an excellent grasp of all manners of etiquette, an understanding of all kinds of entertainment, and the eloquence to go with it, she'll have little trouble navigating a life of thought. It worked fast and well in her case. You cannot have a feast for 4 years. And 3 years for a grand tournament. My liege, you need to live a little while. Ailing with age, aching. By the will of Tsuen Rixin, why am I so sore? I slept well as I usually do, but whenever I stretch I feel my bones all but sparking as they scrape against each other. Stare down at my hands, closely observing the nails. Yellowing with age atop skin that's wrinkling more than I'd like. Difficult to imagine that youth once surged through this flesh, hot and vital. Everyone's joints do creak like that in time, my liege. It's something to get used to. We will keep you alive as long as we can. You could be disinherited, Brisalda. We don't need to do anything more than that with you. It would be expensive, but you have the ability to do it, my liege. Is there really any reason not to at this point? Heir unmarried. Now it's my heir. Matrilineal. And you want fertile, preferably with traits that can be inherited. He seems a good one for you, my liege. My daughter? Well, my liege's daughter. What about him? I think he's a little younger than you, and not quite of age, but I think that would be good. Can we join it? Have to leave within 42 days. Let's go to it, my liege. Of course, disband your armies. You don't need to be paying their full cost. Grand tournament, fresh start. My fellow attendee is hosting a grand tournament competition in the vicinity of Punaka. The time has come for us to depart. We shall represent the house of Amra and make some people proud. And we are there. We should also seize the opportunity to experience the Ulman culture. Quiet Regency. You now have a regent. Yes. In Regency, you can still do any action you could do normally. The regent gets special borrowed powers you can use on you or your vassals. And we have the right to control them. In the Regency, which is here. Our regent is our heir. Take them toward you. That's already fine. Scales of power. The further scales for your regent, they will have access to more borrowed powers. You can directly swing the scales in your favour. That's fine. Next, you can give your regent a mandate, which focuses their efforts in that area. You can always change this mandate later. We have fill coffers, well armies, promote authority. If the conditions that started the regency are no longer true, you can try to end it. Regents can accept this, but you can offer them things like gold or favour to make it more likely. Regencies are mostly a reactive affair. For now, keep an eye on the scales of power. With a sensible high chief of Baronera, let me accept your betrothal. Good. Danger, this is fine. Travelling through these sometimes harsh environments has an invigorating effect on at least one of my states of mind and vigour. And as I glance over at Captain Geldroma, however, he does not appear to be doing quite as good. His movement is laboured, his breathing heavy, and spontaneous bursts of coughing ripple through his body. Clearly he's not well. Cho'nyi Devi, can you treat him, please? We don't have time to delay here. Acceptance increased. Several grotesque creatures. I've rarely seen my friend Cho'nyi Devi this excited before. Her eyes seem to be devouring a richly adorned book. Sometimes I manage to take a peek at the maps in this interior. One morning she finally approaches me about her findings. My liege, there are rumours that the land of Gaza is home to extraordinary people. It is said that Sino Sepali, a dog-headed people, wander these cities. Really? How intriguing. Then take her to see them. I'm sure my liege is fascinated. Arrived at the site of the tournament in Punaka, though not all the rebels have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colourful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skill and prowess. There's no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be victor. Grotesque disappoints. Every time we get to a new settlement, I take a moment to look around, trying to find the grotesque creatures that I've seen in Valyadeva's map. The curiosity is simply too big. When we arrive in Punaka, she comes to me, grasping her book tightly. My liege, we found all the indications. These creatures are nowhere to be found. It has occurred to me that they may be perhaps no more an invention. I think the stress there, my liege, is not something you could deal with. Okay, accept that they're fake. Travel, food gone bad. While travelling on the road in Punaka, we discovered to our horror that a number of our food supplies had gone bad. Years earlier in our trip, the food got mixed with a lot of water by accident and now is rather mouldy. There aren't any settlements nearby, so we need to forage and hunt for food to hold us over. Though this will waste time, on the other hand, we could tough it out. Yes, you can take that delay, that's fine. Every morning since we reached Kangmar, my friend Melody leaves her litter and silently glides away from my sight. This time I decide to follow her and find a lively chat with the local Upadea Jetsunmo. The ceremony begins through the light of the candles illuminate Jetsunmo, while shadows play against the walls like autumn leaves. Money Davy! I call him after the service. What are you doing? Actually her, isn't it? Or is it you? Well, it just occurred to me that there may be more than one truth. There is, of course, room for a calm debate here. She lost a little opinion of me, that's fine. Travel, the Metal Man. Truly a stroll through Niemo is a gift from Thankful Country. The tranquility of this place is suddenly and abruptly broken by the furious grunts clamouring of armour. Get me out of this metal prison. My squire took offence at my manner, even going so far as to call me heartless, and has abandoned me. Whatever this strange man did could not have been enough to justify being struck forever in its armour. I could, of course, have someone help him, but is it truly worth it? Well, you don't want to interfere with the law of another land, my liege. Leave him to his fate. Wrestling contest begins. Arrayed around the sand, shirtless contestants warm up for their bout as the herald announces the contest commencement. Some of the competitors rub dirt onto themselves, others opt for others, all looking for a scant advantage in the coming bouts. The wrestling qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward into the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd cheers leaves no question as the favourites, and the best one win. The quarterfinals are over. The herald booms Mahasamata Cantiviva Apipa Gapo Magayan Nagayo. Sorry, Papo. Difficult to pronounce if you don't know the language. Biwang of Tongmoyan and Gapo Norbu of. Very favouring them. An interesting round. Grand Tournament. The contest in front of me is reaching its crescendo. The participants evenly matched. I grip the wooden rail in front of me and yell my appreciation along with the rest of the crowd. Said yell, however, swiftly turns into a strangled cry as I feel something trickling down my spine. Sort of fluid. Both hot and cold, somehow. I spin on my heel and find myself confronted by Muko, his goblet swinging from the remains of the unidentified drink calmly crawling its way down my back. Now then, watch where you're going, he warbles, gesturing accusingly at me with the cup. You should be more careful. You're Wednesday. Wrestling semi-finals. The bout between Nagoya and Gapo Mangyuan has been decided. It was closely fought, but in the end, Nobu has firmly pinned Mangyuan. Winner was declared. The boys through to the final. Flying contest. Bout between Mashamantha Kanti Devi and Nagapo Siwang has been decided after an unsatisfyingly one-side bout. No more surprise when Kantadeva threw Siwang from the ring in a cloud of dust. Fine contest. Wrestling semi-finals are over. Well, favourite one is gone. Travel, a shortcut. But still travelling. Thanks to his diligent efforts, my caravan master Yorkie found a strange shortcut to Cho'nyi, which we could use to reduce the time of our journey by quite a bit. How fortunate. Work from the caravan master. Arrival. At long last I am finally home. Oh, you've been returning? There's nothing better than arriving back at Kozoma after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons me onward. Caravan Master reports that we have journeyed 130 days through 15 baronies, and we've spread acceptance for Sumpa. Regency ended. That was a little bit strange. Regents avoided. Well, Regency's ended, so it doesn't matter what they've avoided. Another third. Guards trapped with the levy. What do we have left? Anything? 4 years left. You must do some work. 23 days there. $15 months there. Counselor has died. Word. Fritan does not have a position yet. He is weaker, so we must. Oh! You can swap there. And I guess you can replace Stewart. Let's have a look at the prisoner. We could fix it. It would be an act of tyranny. You can go. No tournaments, I'm not going to worry about that. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He's certain that my courtier is scheming against my other courtier. I care not. I'm not going to make accusations. A wedding at court with an engagement to if I would host a wedding. I think we can do that. At this point, I think we can. Gain another 70. Need 188. I'm mossing up well outside one day, enjoying the unusually pleasant weather. I come across a small pond surrounded by large boulders. On those rocks happen to be large layers of moss. Nothing seen but a good nap. Then enjoy yourself and take a nap. Just don't sleep too long and make it to dirt. Scheme called my spy must come to me with great news. He's certain that Chieftain Tedstar, my friend, is scheming against my courtier. I don't care about them. I care about Tedstar. I don't care about Laxman, whatever his name is. My spy master has come to me with great news. It is my husband. He's plotting. Worthless fiend. I'm talking about Laxman here. Right. Keep working. What will the decision cost us? We have piety, we have prestige. Don't need gold. I find myself unable to sleep one night, so I sit alone in the darkness, but I feel no fear. The solitude I realise is like a comforting old friend. In the distance I hear the faint sound of a breeze, like a soothing whisper in my ear. Outside the stars glitter in the skies. Specks of gold and silver in the river. Good. Here I feel like I'm between worlds. The world of light and dark, the world of day and night, the world of civilization and the wilderness, and here I am at peace. Good, my liege. You've been so stressed lately. I'm glad you're feeling better. You could hold a grand tournament, but I think not right now. Very well. I'll take that. They do not have high tribal authority or better. I think now we're working on making you the queen, my liege, so that's going to have to wait. Invitation to a hunt. Who are we going against? Very well. We shall join you. I don't think we've got time to waste on the hunt right now. Raise our arms. And let us march to war. My destiny, my daughter has given birth to a son. Yes, a nice name. Brazilda has passed. Not deserves. Actually, it's a blessing in its way. Got an unpressed claim on County Goga, I don't care. Fascination discovered. Your culture has discovered fascination crop rotation. Good. And a new learning perk. Mental resilience? What's that? Black tea is also known as red tea. And is considered a precious commodity in this part of the world. I've been given several blocks of dried black tea as a gift. Very good. Tea rating. Actually, let me see that my council are doing what they must. 59 days. Get that. Months left there. I have a baddie piece here. And I'm back again. Right. See what we can do here. Glory is widely known. Good. Now, my queen. I'm not well read. Whoa. I swear if it's not one thing, it's another. And they are progressing down here at last. pools are capturing my realm. So the body, I find myself fascinated by the human body with all its secrets that will keep it, that it still keeps from us. The raptures of disease. Okay. Now then, try to hold my breath as I sift through the tangled mess. Something then says open a stew of viscous. Ew, that's not good. Maybe she can help me. Call to war. We can't do that. Ecstatic to learn a newfound interest in anatomy. With their help, I've significantly deepened my understanding of the human body. I only wish there was somewhere I could stave off the smell. Perhaps some flowers would help. Thankfully, the proper use of flower patches, incense, and aeration seems to have helped lessen the effects of the bad vapors emanated by the cadavers. Never stand in the way of damage. Restraint. This honor comes at a cost, unfortunate. Distinguished. We have reached an appropriate level. Mossy nap, fine, relax. Get back to work. Pardon. You can make that wall. You'll come. Nope, you'll come. And the new perk for lifestyle, know thyself. Some advice. Kind of trade journaler. Team at court, who cares? We're busy in war right now. What the hell, fool? There's friendship. Oh, there's a certain charm, that's fine. Lover's visitation. I lay cozily in my bed when I feel a familiar touch drifting across my bare chest. I think nothing of it at first, but as my eyes struggle open, I see that it is my dearly departed Cho'nyi sitting beside me. Oh, my honeycomb, and it's been so long, hasn't it? But when I hold you and kiss you, does the love not return to your heart as it happened yesterday? Hold me close, like we did so long ago. Tower of Bear Vignon. A champion known for his interest in venery, brings rumors of beasts. Interesting. War has gone on too long. Mystical knowledge. That's the mystical practices. Locked in a room, strange powders burning. Try again. Failed. Thought I'd been seeking a white woman. Good. Lost the master of the hunt. out of my dynasty. Good. If we're after my liege, that would be good. May have turned this around. Days. Not good. Peter, damn it! You left us lose. Very well. I can disband now anyway. Victory Soviet. Disband all. Now we must await the ability to become queen. We had made it to Illustrious, so we press time again. 150 left. Let us, in fact, push that forward. A grand tournament. We have not tried falconry. Well, let's just do the hunt. Reliving guard duty. Here to relieve you. You hear one of my nearby guards say as he takes up these posts. Pay another coin. Just doing their duty. That's the hunt. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my servants can get started on the preparations. The gamekeepers check the highlands each day for signs of quarry, while establishing a camp close to the grounds. Soon. Zopa assembles a party as the sun rises over the camp in the flatlands of Koziloma. The local gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity for tracks and fumes. When there's sadly no sign of the book in the area, there are evidently plenty of deer. Let's speak the stag. We need 122 points more. Please, we heard what you say, my steward. Silver says to me. You high chief up and out of the Himalayas. What you call flattering, perhaps. It's unlikely that you can do anything to change it. Himalayas? Unfortunate cost. Preposterous. But still in range. Grab on. You like. Didn't. My air will take it. See if we can marry her out of the dynasty, leaving just Eden. Gift before a brooch you Cho'nyi. That's fine. Ruler, my dearest Paninera, it's good to see you. Should you beautifully rule our realm? I would like to assist in whatever way I can. Look over the shoulder. I may have, well, let's not dwell on what I did in the matter. I'll say is that a mutual acquaintance owes me a favour. Diamond breeze moves through my hair, through his hair. At the gaze of these enchanting creatures. Never mind, please enlighten me. No, we're not going to do a board game. I care little about that right now. I care about this. Lost 20 opinion of me, so be it. Caravan Master is lost. Available perk, healthy. Troubling translation. Me have a look at the book. And she lost opinion of me, unfortunately. 100 more. Bad luck or ghosts. Something's been off recently. I don't mind the major events that have been happening around my life. What I mean is, on a smaller scale, a more mundane scale. I felt as if things have not been going my way. It's little things that stress me out, like misplaced items or how I seem to bite my tongue by accident a lot these days. Powell, I know, happened to be staying in the area and concluded that my space bad luck is caused by a ghost of some sort. Been following me around. If there is indeed a ghost, it's hard to say whether it's genuinely malevolent or benevolent and unaware of the harm it's caused me. Not sure about this. Needs to be dealt with through an exorcism. Well, albeit, my liege, I think you'll be alright. However, let's see. 9 months until you can have a hunt. You could have a grand tournament. Light of the sun. Relax in a chair that sits next to a window in my room. Sunlight filters through the window and shines down on me. I feel its warmth. Good. Alliance expired. There are no factions against you, my liege. Eight. You hunt when you can. There you are, my liege. Hunt it shall be. Right there. Start the hunt. A fresh start. I'll be hosting a hunt in Cho'nyi. The time has come for us to depart. Whilst I had a last chance to do my passion and practice my skills. Good. Go. Making camp as we await the arrival of the rest of the guests. My servants can get started with the preparations. Gamekeepers check the highlands. Each day for Sansbury, establishing a camp close to the hunting grounds. Soon. The hunt is about to begin. I'm yet today a master of the hunt. I could, of course, take on such responsibility myself, but every High Chiefess knows when to delegate. By far the most able man is of Naku. Well then, that's who it's going to be. Waiting on the guests to arrive. Even Senior Master of the Hunt summons the party to gather as the light reaches the camp in the flatlands of Cho'nyi. The gamekeepers have scoured the vicinity of recent tracks and the fumes. The stout buck is definitely in the area, and conditions could hardly be better for hunting it. Something with Vim. My vassal Cho'nyi is crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully, picking asters. He appears to have lost all interest in the hunt. My chiefess, what a bounty of nature. Look at these plants. Truly the wealth of the earth knows no bounds. Get on your horse, fool. Let's just check that thing. Today, I am afraid, has been rather hectic. Being on. Travel. My vassal chieftain signals across the grassland. The whole wolf pack crouches in hollow not far off. These bolt upon our approach, howling in alarm as they retreat into leafy bushes. I'm snarling. We chase after the fleeing silver vermin, focusing on the largest of the group. Ready, head it off. The chieftain takes down and I pad on foot over some troublesome ground. I almost jump out of the skin at the sound of an almighty yelp. I turn and see my friend sprawl on the ground, a snare, tightly choking his calf. I howls in pain. Dog-chen, where is Dog-chen? Our plans were for northeast, sensed our trap. I wind or connivance and refused to be led into ambush. At last it slipped and I clutched entirely. What a clever thing it was. Heeding the call of the wild and adventure, and this outing delivered the good and the bad. Let us leave the adventure behind for now. Finish the hunt. Travel, arrival. Long last I am finally home. There is nothing better than arriving back in Koziloma after a long journey. So I can go inside again. Right. And now we may found a kingdom. The Cho'nyi Court. As queen, you'll have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to be regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm, and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. Chieftain Petstar of Darko is looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there is also some surprise in his eyes. Starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Namra. One of the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I've taken the liberty to have this made into a gift. Let them see their new queen. I have done what no one else could. I have united the lands of Cho'nyi with those of Naku and Nima. In all my life I have worked for this. Call my vassals and make them swear fealty anew. Now forever they will pay homage to me not only as their liege but as their queen. At last, my liege, you are finally a queen. I am proud of you. And we have two artifacts. We have the house camera And we have the Tong dynasty. We have no claims. Can hold court. And prove where it is. Change your court amenity to outmoded passion, more lodgings, modest food, and fewer servants. That will improve over time, my liege. Oh, now that's good. Now, hold the court for the first time. In order to be a successful ruler, I must actually rule the various dilemmas and situations which arise within my sphere of influence. By officially inviting all of my subjects to travel... Yes, here are the petitioners. Sitting on my throne line, gesture for the first. Gesture for the first in lines. Hurry on, come. My courtier Jetson takes a turn, ending my year before the assembled court. Glorious liege, give me the honour of distributing your generous donations to the needy. I will not let you down. Very well, Jetson, you may be the high armour. My vassal Chieftain Conan II hurries to my side with bloodshot eyes searching the assembled court. My lady, I am sure someone in the kingdom is out to get me. I have no evidence but suspecting. That's my hair, you damn fool. I will not imprison her. Malice is not a crime in itself, Conan, you should know that. A frightful peasant strolls all too close before a guard steps between us. Ooh, he backs off with a wink, laughing through scant teeth. Your ladiness, I've come here from Garkung with a matter of great importance. His brows undulate. You see, Queen, the night watchman Sal slipped the fence one night and she only went and went to the old cobbler's veggie patch. His pride and joy. Tears of laughter streamed down the convulsing peasant's face. Goods up, her. Go. Fix it, please. And as the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain, talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings. Their business is done. And so, my friends, I retreat to the mountain, where, join me next time, when once more I will whisper in the ears of my queen, their descendants. In the meantime, if you wish to help the channel grow, hit the like, comment and subscribe. And I thank you for your presence. In spirit, and stay strong.